Hello and welcome to the Crypto Culture Crew Weekly, episode 7. My name is Sam. Today is September 22nd, and we're going to go over the markets. So let's get right into it. Normally I go over a brief overview of, Bitcoin and different things like that, but today I want to talk a little bit about the crash that happened in the market yesterday and the day before. The market was down about 20%. Now, typically in a normal, like the stock market, that would be huge and a lot of cause for concern. And let's talk about what caused this crash this time around the crypto market. Now, from what I'm understanding is a lot of this, the crash was caused by concerns of a Chinese real estate company called Evergrande, one of the largest in the company, that may actually default on some of their payments. Basically, they owe a bunch of money, they took out loans to build certain properties. Now they're not getting in the income that they were expecting for some of those properties, and now they may not be able to make those payments. So everyone is concerned that it's going to have an effect on the entire global market, like back in 2008 with mortgage-backed securities, when the government basically had to bail everyone out because some banks were considered too big to fail, and they were looking for the government to clean everything up and save the markets, which is kind of what happened, but it also caused a huge collapse in the financial system. So everyone is concerned that those events in China may actually lead up to something like that. And you saw a big sell-off in the stock market and also in the crypto market. Now, what you also need to pay attention to is there's been a lot of different, things going on in the crypto space. Now, although that may be concerning, that is China, and China's going to handle that however they see fit, and the rest of the world is going to have to deal with it. Now, I'm more concerned about what's going on in the U.S. But if you look here, Evergrande troubles, China is the China housing market a huge bubble that's about to burst? We really don't know. We're going to see if China's going to bail them out or if they're going to actually let them default and may cause a cascading effect on the markets in China and globally as well. But again, what I'm more concerned about is what's going on in the U.S. So Gary Gensler, he's the chairman of the SEC. He testified last Tuesday on cryptocurrencies and different things like that. Now, I watched part of the presentation that he had with some of the Senate, and Senator Toomey was asking him some really good questions regarding crypto. And basically, his stance is that most cryptocurrencies are securities and they need to be regulated by the SEC. I do not agree with that. I believe a lot of the people in the Senate don't agree with that, and that's why they were kind of questioning him. Now, this can all really be solved pretty quickly if the people that we elect in office will actually relay that and basically tell the SEC or change the law so now the SEC doesn't have those powers over cryptocurrency. But as the law currently states, the SEC does have kind of like a blanket, protocol to do as they see fit. And what they're doing right now is they're actually suing random cryptocurrency companies like SEC, like Ripple and XRP, and now they actually have threatened this lawsuit against Coinbase because Coinbase wants to create a lending program where if you buy USDC and you hold it with Coinbase, they'll actually give you 4% interest, which is way better than what a bank is going to offer you right now. To me, that is the real, elephant in the room is, are banks going to be able to compete with cryptocurrencies that are offering a higher yield than what they're offering? And I believe that this mandate that the SEC and Chairman Gensler has is coming straight from the current administration. And he's basically just telling and doing what he is told and leading the stance. So in the crypto space right now, we're so early. We need adoption to come from uh, companies, countries, and different things like that. That's how the space is really going to grow, and that's how the value of cryptocurrency is going to grow. I also don't think it's a coincidence that last 2 weeks ago, when El Salvador announced that they were going to be using Bitcoin as legal tender, that all of a sudden the market crashed about 5-10% that day. I think a lot of the powers that be like the status quo. They like having the dollar as the number one currency and things like that. And if Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies start eating into that, they're really going to push back, which is now I really think why you're starting to see these lawsuits and things like that, and how the SEC is really taking a hard stance against crypto, which really could stifle some of the innovation that's going to come out of the cryptocurrency space. Because at the end of the day, cryptocurrencies are technology and innovation. So if they regulate it overly, then what's going to happen is these cryptocurrency companies are going to go to other countries that are more friendly as far as laws to build out platforms and protocols and things like that. So again, those are some of the things that I'm actually focusing on right now and looking at and trying to analyze the space to see what I'm going to be doing next and things like that. Now, when we look at the markets, so yesterday it got as low as far as the market cap 1.77 trillion. Right now we're at 1.93 trillion. So we've seen about $150 billion come back into the crypto space in about a 24-hour period. So when everyone else is really concerned and selling, if you're an investor, that's when you should be buying. Yesterday, I was looking at what projects that I have in my portfolio that I wanted to get at a cheaper price, or new projects that were maybe too expensive before, but because of the 20% pullback, now I have an opportunity to get in at a lower cost. So let's take a quick look at some of these cryptocurrencies right now. Bitcoin is about 43,000. Yesterday, I think it got as low as about 40,000. Ethereum, 3,069. Yesterday, I believe it was about 2,700 or 2,800 at one point. Same thing for Cardano. Got as low as $2.04. Right now, it's at 224. As you can see, it's up 8%, 6%, 2%. So yesterday, if you were courageous enough and you had your convictions and you believe in the cryptocurrency space, you really should have been buying because you were able to get really good projects at a discounted price. And that's really what you want to do. And then on the flip side, when everyone else is really greedy and they believe the market's going to keep going up and up and up, that's when you want to start looking to take profits. So that's just, again, this is not financial advice. These are just entertainment and educational things that I'm showing you guys that I'm doing in my portfolio that, you do what you want with that information. XRP's up 10%. Solana was up about to $200 last week. It dropped as low as about 124 yesterday, and now it's back up to around 150. I think even at this level, it's still a good buy considering it was around $200 just a week ago. Polkadot's up 14%. So if you would have grabbed this yesterday when it was around $27, you would have made a quick 14% gain on there right there. USDC, stablecoin, Doge, one of the favorites is back. And look at Avalanche, up 21%, Terra Luna 26%. So this just really shows if you're doing your homework and you know these projects and you see these opportunities to buy when it's low, that's really when you want to buy. So now let's take a look at our portfolio and see how we fared out over the past, couple weeks and things like that. So right now, looks like our portfolio balance is around $830. If we look at the statistics on it, you can see that we are still at a profit even with the pullback. We were as high as 2.1 trillion a couple weeks ago. Right now, we're at 1.9 trillion, but overall, we are still up 17% even with the pullback. I still expect the market to go up higher. So we're going to see, what happens with certain products in our portfolio. Solanium is still up 288%. Bitcoin, we're down about 1%. But again, these are the best times to buy. I wish I did this video yesterday because I could have gotten Cardano at 204, Ethereum at 2,800, and Bitcoin at 41,000 and things like that. But we're still going to do our dollar cost average in today, and we'll see how that breaks out. Now let's take a look at Cardano. Let's go ahead and buy some of that. We're going to buy, again, $100 worth of dollar cost averaging, $30 worth of Cardano, $30 worth of Bitcoin, and $30 worth of Ethereum. And the last $10, we're going to do another $10 of Phantom. So for Cardano, I believe it's going to be 13.5. Ethereum, 0.1, 0.01, $30. Bitcoin, we're going to do 0.007. And Phantom, last but not least, we're still getting it at around the price that we paid for it. Let's do 8.5 of those. Just do 8, and we get $10. All right. So now we've dollar cost averaged in our portfolio. Let's see what that looks like. We're now up to $933. This is about week 8 of dollar cost averaging. And now, if we look at our chart on the portfolio, let's look at the last 7 days. So let's look at the last 30 days. So, here we started out. We were up as high as, what's this, 977. This was on the 15th. And then we dropped all the way down to 747. And then now today we went and had it at $100. We're back up to like 9 something. So we're going to keep an eye on that over the next couple of weeks. Again, when the market dips, those are opportunities to get into projects at a really discounted price. For me personally, I have over 20 cryptocurrencies in my portfolio, and that's basically because I believe the market is going to be keep on going up, and I want to be diversified in a lot of different projects. So when the time comes, I can take profits on them. Now, when we go into a bear market, which I believe is going to start sometime around the end of this year or sometime early next year, I'm going to want to cut that down to around 8. And my real strategy is to actually try to collect as much Bitcoin as possible. Bitcoin and Ethereum, those are really the two that I want to have as the majority of my portfolio. I also like having Bitcoin and Ethereum in there because I could actually get interest on both of those projects as well. So as I'm holding them, I'm going to be actually accruing more and more. Yesterday, I just wrote down in my book a couple of projects that I really liked, and I liked the price at the time that I wish I could have gotten. Like Phantom today, we bought it at $1.23. Yesterday, it was at 103. So we could have gotten that at a discount. I was able to buy some of these and add to my portfolio, but other ones, I wasn't able to get. But there's a lot of good projects. Phantom, um, Chainlink, even Bitcoin yesterday was at 41,000. Dot, again, I really like that project. Solana at $1.28 today. It's at $148. Even Cardano at 204. Ethereum at 2,800. So again, it's just a lesson. When you see the market going down like that, those are the times when you really want to go against the grain instead of selling like everyone else was doing yesterday. You want to buy so you can take advantage of those low prices. And typically in crypto, when you get these hard corrections, it usually bounces back within a couple days, so you can see those returns return back to you. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, share, and we'll catch you next time.